All right. So I am super excited about this call. I know both of our teams, all of our teams on this call are in this kind of push phase. We have diamond qualification to hit by April 12th, or star diamond qualification to go into for the summit, recognition. And for those of you who have not been to summit, I mean, it's incredible, and recognition is a huge, huge part of it. We're all kind of doing this on our own here at home, and summit is your chance to kind of shine. So for for the diamonds on here, pushing for star diamond, you literally, walk across the stage in front of 20,000 people and are recognized. Diamond coaches, again, there's all kinds of recognition and names put up, and it's super fun. And so I know for all of us, we are all kind of pushing for that April 12th date. And that's really why I wanted Holli to hop on this call. So Holli's only been coaching, a couple months now. How long have you been coaching, Holli? Like 3 months? It has not been long. Okay. Yeah. So, but what Holli did that really, really caught my attention was she, in her first month, literally said, I'm going to go diamond. Like, Holli really thought about, okay, am I going to start this business? And I'll say Emily Swiger is her upline coach. And Emily, before Holli even joined, was like, this girl is going to be a rock star. Like, I know it. And, if we can convince her to join and show her what a great opportunity this is, like, no question, she's going to be a rock star. And Emily talked to Holli for a long time. So lesson one, if you guys have those rock star coaches that you are going after and would be incredible in this business, don't give up. And I'll tell you guys, with Emily too, with me, I mean, gosh, we went back and forth for months. Emily asked me tons of questions, months and months and months. And some of those rock star coaches that you guys are going to find are not just going to say yes immediately. So just keep that in mind. But Emily knew Holli was going to be a rock star. Holli, when she decided to join, was like, I'm all in. And she's going to talk about that. But she went diamond in 30 days. And again, I know a lot of us are pushing for that diamond in these next 2 weeks. And I'm just really excited for Holli to kind of share how she did it. And as we know, a lot with diamond is mindset and making that decision. And so Holli's gonna talk about that as well. So I am going to turn it over to Holli.
Okay, guys, I'm so excited to be here. I'm not gonna lie and say that I'm not nervous, because I am. So I'm so thankful for your all's attention and for this opportunity. I mean, thank you so much, Holli and Ashley, for having me. So first of all, I want to start a little bit of background of me, and how I kind of got into this whole thing. Beachbody has changed my life. I might even get a little emotional, and I apologize about that. But I'm a registered dietitian. I'm a NASM certified personal trainer. I've been teaching group fitness for about 12 years. And I'm a full-time health coach. This is what I do. I work for Cigna, and I absolutely love it. So prior to starting Beachbody, I decided to kind of go back into my own little, just personal page. So I named it Body Fuel Fitness from an old company I had. And I started doing live workouts. So I had maybe about 200, 250 likes. So I was gaining supporters. I've been doing this for a long time, so I already knew that I had some people that had trusted me, a lot of people that I had taught group fitness classes with, and that was back in Virginia. And I moved to Tampa, Florida 3.5 years ago, and I hadn't established myself here. I teach group fitness at the Y, but ever since I had my son, I lost myself. Emily had been at me for a while. She would send me messages here and there, and I'd always be like, nah, I'm good. And everyone asked me, so what made you say okay? Well, this is where I get emotional, because Beachbody saved my marriage. It saved my marriage. And the reason why I say that is because I wanted to get out of credit card debt. I wanted a honeymoon for my family. I've never had it with my husband, so I wanted a vacation. But I wanted to gain my confidence because I was sad all the time. I cried all the time. I didn't want to go on antidepressants, but boy, was I close. Emily's last message when I said, okay, I'm going to do this, my husband wasn't okay with me doing it. He was like, no, you're too busy. And I'm like, but I'm not, because if I put my mind to it, damn it, I'm going to do it. And so I asked him this last time. Emily wrote me and said, hey, a personal trainer has been coaching for 3 weeks and she got $1,000. And I was like, all right, Holly, you've been telling people to do Beachbody programs for years. You just haven't even done it yourself. I used to do the programs, but I didn't. I used to do Shakeology years ago. What was I doing? What was I sitting on? I said, that's it. And I asked my husband, I said, would you please support me in this? Can we give this a try? Can we give it 3 months? Can we try for 3 months? And if I'll come back at you in 3 months. And if we believe that this just isn't working, then I'll stop. He said, okay. So I said, Emily, I got to wait a week because my little side paycheck is coming in. I'm going to join next Wednesday. So I told her, I said, now I'm going to tell you, my word is stone. So if I tell you I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it. So my word to myself is carved in stone. If I tell myself I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. And I'm going to prove the doubt in the back of my head wrong every time. Because my biggest fear in life is failing. I will not give in to that. So what I did before I actually signed up was get a little bit more familiar with the programs. I actually got some samples of the Shakeology from Emily. I started taking them. After 2 days, I felt a spark that I hadn't felt in a long time. I felt more positive. I felt more alive. I'm a dietitian now, y'all, and I hate taking pills. I don't want to take a vitamin. I don't want to take a probiotic, but I could take a shake that's like super healthy. So why not, right? So I could see that I was feeling different. So I became even more familiar with the products. And one thing that I did, how did I learn this? I asked questions. No question is stupid. It's just the one that got left unanswered because you were too afraid to ask it. So I am not afraid to ask the question. So once I got started, I said, all right, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to do the 21-day fix extreme. And I knew that when I said yes to coaching, I had to make the value show in the program. How was I going to get more discipline? How was I going to get more results? I was going to make the program work. I was going to let it shine. I was going to let it show itself to everybody else because I have a lot of trust. I've been making workouts for people for years. I was a personal training director. I used to make programs. So I know what quality is. And so I knew that if I would be really strict, that would be myself. All I'd be doing is sharing the truth. So I said, all right, I'm going to do the 21-day fix extreme. I'm not going to show any progress until I'm done. Well, 5 days in, I was like, what? Look at my ribs. Are you serious? This is crazy. I'm taking a picture. I'm doing a video. I even made a video of my son and my husband sabotaging my flexing video, and I shared that. I said, y'all, I can't believe this. Can you see the difference? What difference do you see? 5 days. Messages started coming in, and it was just like boom, boom, boom. It was like wildfire, right? So actually, I need to back up because I turned emerald in 2 days. I turned emerald in 2 days because I made my husband we got on the Energize, and then he purchased the creatine. So he was doing the supplements. We got him under as a coach, and he's actually going to be pursuing being an active coach, which is awesome as well. But then a woman, I just sent out invitations to people. She has hypothyroidism, and she's depressed. So I reached out to her and I said, "Yo, Carol, you need this program, and I'm gonna tell you why you need this program." So she works for Cigna, and I told her the deal. She said, "All right, sign me up." So that's how I got Emerald in 2 days. Was because I was confident. I'm unapologetic. I'm confident in the program that I provide, because if we can't be confident about the program, then why are we here? So I know that it works. And I'm proud to say that after those 5 days of seeing those initial results, I was like, my doubt of whether or not this is going to work for me is not here anymore. So that in of itself was like, all right, they're starting to go away. These doubts of, I'm scared. I made my video to say I'm going to do this, but what if I fail? What if I'm not the rock star coach that Emily has been saying that I am? Like, what if I suck? So what I have to do, and what I encourage us all to do, is stop saying what ifs and just say what's next. Like, what's next? I joined, I became Emerald. Literally a week later, Emily was like, "Yo, Holly, they have this bet going on to be Diamond." I'm like, "Well, what the heck is Diamond? I don't even know what all these gems are. All I know is I'm trying to share this. Okay, I'm trying to get people on my squad, and I'm trying to get this Disney cruise here for my family. So what's this Diamond thing?" So she told me. And I was like, "I mean, do you really think I could do this in like 3 weeks?" And I was like, "Well, you know what? Screw it. I'm going to try my best." And so the people, honestly, a lot of people would just message me. I would do my posts. I was doing better at being consistent with my posting. I wasn't doing 3 times a day, but I was probably doing twice. Meanwhile, I was trying to get up on Instagram. I was just on Facebook, and I wanted to get more on Instagram. And so I created a Body Fuel one too. At some point, I'm going to just turn it into my name. But so I had a personal Instagram and another Instagram, and I looked on YouTube and I found tutorials. I've no shame in my game that I had no idea what the hell I was doing with Instagram. So I got on and I was like, all right, how do I make this work? I'm still trying to work on the Insta stories, but just like Chelsea was saying, I got to work on my cake. So I was getting my cake and I was doing my posts. So a lot of people were coming my way, but I was reaching out to people too, just like they suggest. When people like your posts, I write their name down. I bought a cool little, I'm gonna pull it out. This is my planner. I had not had a planner since I was in high school. So I got my planner. I was mapping out what I was going to do for my challenge groups, for my posts. I got 10 spots in a challenge group in like 2 weeks, maybe. And it surprised me. I was like, wow, okay, well, I'm just going to, keep on going. I'm going to keep grinding. I'm going to keep asking my questions. And I don't care. Emily, hey, we're in this together. So I have my husband. I have my friend Miranda. I work at a site where I am a health coach for a county government. Is a conflict of interest to have people that I coach in my other business. So I leveraged my husband and I leveraged my friend Miranda. So I said, all right, but I'm going to put people under you so it's not a conflict of interest to me. So I was like, this is going to work. So what I did with Miranda was I put one of my customers under her. I gave her the commission. So it was under her. I told her, I said, hey, girl, I was wondering if you do this with me. I will give you this sale. You're doing great in the program. Can you make your husband a coach? She said, sure. And I was like, now, I know that you're going to want to take your time on this, and that is okay. And she has yet to share her results. She's lost like 16 pounds since we started in January, but it's not enough for her to share yet, and that is okay. And she's doing great. She's probably going to be listening to this. But I said, like, that's okay. If you are all right with doing this, this is what I'm going to do for you. So her customer that I put under her, I put her in my challenge group. So I said, listen, until you get confident, we'll put everyone in my challenge group. You just keep encouraging just exactly what you're doing because you're doing awesome. So that person, her customer, she wanted to get her shakes for free. So she put someone under her. So we had that. I had my husband with two people, and one of them is my mom that I actually did not even ask her to join. I didn't want her to think I was bothering her. But she saw my story. She saw my results. She could hear it in my voice. And so she came on, and she ain't looking back. She said, I'm going to give it till April. And she said, Holly, I haven't even done it 100%. And I love this program. She's even doing size. I mean, she's like 61, y'all. Like, I need a video camera, is what I'm saying. So anyway, so I had those two, and then I had 5 on each side. Okay. So I had discount coaches, 5 on each side, weak leg, strong leg. Literally within 10 hours, I had 2 people cancel. I hadn't yet held in my diamond. I was like, oh my gosh, like this is going to look terrible. I just became diamond, and then I'm just going to like fall like that. I can't go out like that. So I was like, Emily, girl, if I wasn't drinking right now, oh my gosh, like, I'm not drinking right now, but if I was, I'd be drinking. I was like, what, tell me I could do this, right? I reached out to her and I was like, tell me I can do this. She's like, you could do this. I know this sucks. So I just kept inviting. I kept my list. I kept looking at my posts. I kept posting. I have learned that I do 2 different little workout snippets on Instagram a week. And I do them both on Saturday, but I post one on Saturday and one on Wednesday. And so I'm learning that is definitely helping. So I'm not doing the live videos anymore. So that saves me time. And second, I'm getting really good at my splice that I use to do the videos. So it definitely makes it a lot easier. And so the first time, this is another thing I'm going to tell you all. Don't be afraid to learn something new and fall flat on your flippin' face. It took me 6 hours to do a video in Splice. I sucked so bad that I told myself, you ain't ever going to be that bad ever again. The next time, it was 30 minutes. The next time, it was 20 minutes. It got faster. I'm not afraid to fail. I am. It's a fear, but I let the doubt push me forward. So when those 2 people canceled, guess what? I got 2 more people the next day, and I never fell. I had someone last week come out of Miranda, and I was like, oh no, like, what am I going to do? I got to find someone within like a day. And the next day was my husband's birthday that I was taking off for the day. And I was like, oh my God, what am I going to do? She inherited the person that was under her. So I'm not telling everyone to have, the same religion that I do. But what you got to have is you got to have faith. And if you can't believe in you, you have no business in this business. So to me, I believe that I can do it. I don't know what it is sometimes, but I believe that my passion's going to get me there. I lead with an honest heart. And that right there is, I think, what's making me successful, because I'm not afraid to keep going. And I'm not afraid to be transparent. Another way that I've gotten some people is I didn't even know they were watching, right? I'm going to say this. Some of the people that I thought were going to support me in this journey, they haven't. And the ones that I didn't even know were watching, were watching. And now we're working this together. So I forget what I was going to say, but either way, I just need you all to know that, oh yes, transparency. This is how I got someone, sorry. I got someone because every Thursday, I call it Transparency Thursday or Truth Bomb Thursday. I intertwine the two. So I do a truth bomb that's a little bit more personal in my challenge group. And then I do a truth bomb, either video or post. Sometimes I use Bitmoji. I just try to change it up, but I let them know what I'm struggling with. I tell them, I know what you're going through. I'm not perfect, y'all. Like, I used to be a size 14. Now I'm a size 2. And it's not about being perfect. It's about being consistent. And so I would also suggest just to put it all out there. Just streak all all of the pride, all of the fear, all of the I don't know, what if. You gotta strip them off, because we're not gonna be as beautifully strong as you can be if you keep letting that stuff weigh you down. So I'm gonna say that's, in a nutshell, that is how I have built this to diamond. And my next goal is to be star diamond by June at least. I'm working. I have to be more persistent with the coaching invites, and I'm not perfect, y'all. Godly gee, I'm not perfect at all. And something that I've noticed about myself is I'm like, okay, I hit Success Club 10. Doo, 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 doo. You're just like a little bit easier going, right? I don't want to do that. So I wrote in my calendar every month by like the 10th or the 15th that I wanted to reach Success Club 10. But at the end, my new goal is I want at least 14 to 16, because I don't want to stop there. Don't put a cap on your potential, and don't allow anyone else to make you feel like what you're doing isn't going to make a difference. You take that no that they told you and say, that just means no for now, not never. And I tell people all the time, they're like, nah, I'm not ready. I'm like, all right, it's cool. You just keep on watching and stalking me then, because I know you're going to come back. I had one girl that last week, she wrote me and said, hey, it's me again. Okay, I don't want the shake because it didn't work for me last time, but I'll do Beachbody on Demand. I'm like, bet, I'll take it from you. Like, cool, let's do this. People will come. And they say on average it takes 5 times. I really think it took me more than 5 times to say yes to Emily. But just keep letting people see you, because it's you that they are going to be drawn to. And if they know that you're being honest, you're being genuine, and you really care, guys, there is no end for us. We're just going to keep flourishing. So that's my journey. I hope that was what you were asking for, and I hope that I was able to, fulfill that ask of being here. So I don't know if anyone has any questions, but that's really all I have.
Yeah. Holli, thank you so much. That was awesome. I love it. And I think so much of it, like you said, I was a product of the product to start with, but you took it beyond that, because being a product of the product is one thing, but like believing like all the way in your soul that this works and can work for anyone, that's the difference. And I will say, taking it to the next level, for me, what changed my business was believing and believing in my soul that the coaching opportunity can work for anyone. Right. And that once I believed that, it was the same thing. It was, I have to share. Like, why wouldn't I share this? Right. And like I said, it's genuinely believing in these things change your business. So it starts being a product to the product, but I've seen people be like, well, I drink my Shakeology and like, yeah, I do a program, but until that program changes your life or until the business changes your life and you believe it deep down, it will change how you post and it will change how you talk to people about it. I mean, it is not about selling something. It is about literally believing you can change their life. And it shows through in everything. And I think that's what Holli, you really grasped onto really quickly was 5 days in, this has changed my life. Oh my God, who's going to do this with me? You know, I mean, and so I think that's so huge. And the belief in yourself too. So yeah, if you guys have questions, feel free to unmute yourself. Whitney, yeah, I know I can work, but I need to convince myself to believe from challenge groups to coaching. Yeah, it's so true, guys. If you believe in those challenge groups, right, and you came from challenger to coach because you believed in them so much, you've got to find that same belief in coaching. And it will be, sometimes they're like, well, it's so easy to talk about challenge groups. It's so easy to talk about the fitness side of things. It should be that easy to talk about coaching too, because you should believe it in your core. So I love that, Holli. That was awesome. So if you guys have questions, I will be quiet now and you guys can unmute yourselves and ask. Perfect. You guys, I'm glad this was helpful. You guys are writing in the chat that they love this, Holli.
Good. Thank you.
Holli, real quick, I missed a little bit of the first part, but how many people did you say that you messaged to get like that first 30 days? How many people do you think you talked to?
Oh man. I don't have, this is this is where the imperfection comes in. I don't know. I will probably maybe guess maybe 50, maybe 60. But I don't think any more than that. A lot of them had come to me and said, I've seen your progress. I want in. All right. So I would say probably no more than that.
And I think it's awesome though too, because at the same time, like Diamond 12 people, well, you messaged 50, 60 people. And, out of that came your rank and came some income. And I mean, it takes grit and it takes work. And that's what you did.
Yeah. And honestly, like, I really think that I should have invited more. But my invites like are super casual. Like, hey, I know you've been watching my stuff. Like, are you ready to do this with me? Like I write just like I speak. And that way I have yet to be, I got ghosted by one dude. He's just in denial, but whatever. But everybody else, like I'm like, it is what it is. No one's really blocked me. They haven't unfriended me. So they know that I'm being legit and I'm being genuine and I'm not stalking them. So, they just keep watching.
I'll add too quick that Holli was somebody who, although, we knew each other in high school, more of an acquaintance level now, but what I've found is neat is I was intimidated by Holli's level of fitness prior to becoming a coach. And that intimidated me in inviting her to the coaching. She's actually somebody that I turn to often for additional advice from just these programs. But yet, even with that, it is her incredible transformation using these programs that has gotten her as fast as she has. So if that doesn't show us that we need to be, being products of the product and really pushing ourselves, I don't know what will. Because coming from, I was afraid to ask her because she was so fit, to she's had an insane transformation in a really short period of time, which is cool.
Thank you, Gal.
Yeah. And I think what Holly isn't, it's when we start having those fears and rewriting the invites a million times and worrying what it sounds like. And does this sound right? Like when it just sounds like you, right? It's not going to be offensive to anyone because you're not trying to offend them. I mean, it's like when we talk about doing interviews and recording it so that you can hear your own stories and write your stories how you talk. It's the same thing with invites. Your invites should just sound like how you talk. So yes, we all provide scripts to use, but use those, as a jumping off point. Make them your own. And really, like Holly said, I mean, you don't really even need a script. Hey, I know you've been watching my journey. Like, you ready to join, right? I mean, put it in your own words, but when we stop overthinking it, it's going to stop taking as much time. We're just going to send out a bunch of invites. No one's going to hate us because we have seen our own transformation and want to help others. So that overthinking is what hurts our businesses the most. And it's the start that stops us most of the time. How many times have you guys had your list of people and then just don't do it? Like that.
Yeah, I have.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah. Any other questions? I love these calls because I think it's just so important to hear that Holly isn't like, man, I ran some amazing promotion or, had a post go viral or ran this great group. She's like, no, I was a product of the product and I posted about it and I invited to it and I wasn't afraid and I believed in myself and it worked. Like, it does work. So I love it. So thank you so much, Holly. I will post this recording and I'll send it to Ashley to post in Ashley's team page as well. So thank you guys.
Guys, so much.
Bye guys. Thanks, Holly.